regards to the kind of the Molotov success so far, supporting legendary acts such as Blondie, the Libertines, things like that, are a remarkable achievement. What have been some of the most memorable moments of your kind of career so far and those experiences?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, during that Blondie gig, we did, along with all our originals, we did a cover of Anarchy in the UK. And seeing Glenn Matlock, who's now the bassist for Blondie, he ran up like the steps backstage, just sort of watching like side of stage, and that was just like a oh my god moment for me. I'm sure Matthew's got a different opinion as well. As soon as he steps off the train, of course. Well,
well, the thing is, like stuff like that, you know, especially around our sort of, you know, ages of bands and everything. So it was almost like a fairy tale. Like stuff like that doesn't happen to young bands, and that opportunity doesn't arise at all. So you know, we're really lucky and really fortunate to have that sort of stuff, you know, happen to us. And it's been all the better for the greater glory of the Molotovs, really.
How do you feel like your personal style influences your performance, your music in general, your kind of technique, the way you play? Do the two tie in, do you feel?
Well, definitely. I mean, a band it's half the image and half the music. It's really important. It's fundamental.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Izzy there. I mean, it's like you can't be playing the songs as furious as we do, and you know, move about like a jazz band. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. You got to play 99s now, and you got to play like you mean it. And that's what I think we do really well. You know, not blowing our own trumpets or anything, but that's, you know, we are an exciting band to see live, and that's the reputation we want around, you know, London and eventually the UK and Europe and hopefully the world, maybe. You know.
Yeah. And with that kind of that, you know, you guys weren't around during the original mod era. I wasn't. The original punk era. Yeah, that's something our parents and grandparents kind of lived through. How did you all come together already as big fans of that culture, or was it something you found together? And was it parental influence? Where did you find kind of your style and your sound?
Well, I definitely think it was parental influence, because obviously when me and Izzy started getting into music, we you know, we looked through, you know, our parents' record collections and everything. And for instance, Izzy's first love was Libertines, and my first love was Green Day.
Those I would say we came about by ourselves, and I got into Libertines because I had it from a band from school, and then got into that, and then it was only we started. Well, we're siblings, Matthew and I, so we started just giving each other record recommendations, and it just sort of went around in a cyclical nature. We got learned more and more about music.
So you kind of you found snippets of it and then just immersed yourself and just found that.
For me, it was the Libertines, and Matthew was Green Day, and now he's obviously more into like Paul Weller and the Jam and Style Council, which has rubbed off on me more than it has on me to him.
Fantastic. And so lucky your parents had some good record collections, had a good record collection as well, because if I had gone with my parents' record collection when I was starting out as a musician, I'd be in a Bee Gees tribute band right now.
If I would have gone off of mum's music taste, we'd be a we'd be a Bon Jovi tribute band. So thank the heavens that's not happened.
I'm really glad that hasn't happened. No offense massive offense to Bon Jovi. I'm really glad that hasn't happened. So when I heard that Billy Joe kind of mentioned you during a show, that must have been an incredible moment. Now, I was going to ask a question regarding that, but before this interview, you said you don't really remember that happening or how it came about.
The whole night before the gig, creating this like big kind of very half job of a sign, like out cardboard and this big Sharpie for him to hold up, and he's been watching ever since he was like 9, which is when he got into Green Day. I don't know which song it is. It's where my Green Day knowledge fails me, but they always drag someone up from the audience to play it. It's like 3 chords.
It's
you know it. What is it?
I know it. Yeah. It's Operation Ivy's knowledge by Operation Ivy.
That's it. And he was like, "Oh, choose me. I know 3 chords." So we got to the venue, started playing the song. We got as close to the front as we could and hoisted Matthew into the air, along with these 3 people from like army recruits to make a friend with the crowd. And sort of he's holding it above, and we were just screaming at him. And obviously, I don't know how he recognised Matthew in the crowd, but he did. And we didn't end up getting him onto the stage. I think it's, you know, sort of, it just wasn't meant to be. Hopefully one day, next time they tour,
yeah,
second chance.
I mean, that's a phenomenal thing, especially for someone who's a fan of Green Day like Matthew. That must have been like,
yeah,